Here we are. This is my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Sixth
7th,
birthday?
7th
Seventh
birthday.
birthday?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Wait,
Oh
is
no,
that
yeah,
one?
no, there's two.
There's two cameras.
Yeah, so
It's my
that's
seventh.
the 7th birthday.
That's indeed me. That's my mum.
So yeah, a bit about my family. My dad's like, he's quite a what people would say like quite a typical Asian dad. He's quite strict. He's quite pushing. He likes to see us like succeed, do well in maths, do well in music and stuff. But at the end of the day, my dad I knew he's so loving. He just did it because he just wanted the best for us. And he just wanted to see us succeed. And I recognised that at quite a young age. And then there's my brother. He's called Alfred. Quite a posh name, but he likes being called Alfred. He doesn't like being called anything else, just Alfred. You call him Alfie, he doesn't like that. You have to call him Alfred. My mum, I call my dad loving, but my mum, when I think of her, she's like love as a person. I remember like whenever she used to hug me, I just felt so much warmth. She used to always let me do what we wanted. She us ice cream. When I didn't want to like study maths anymore, my mom would be like, "It's okay, you can go. How you want DS?" It's especially me as the younger child in the family. She's always just there with us ever since I first started remembering things since I was born. And she always be like, just looking out for us. If we got hurt, she would be, she wouldn't leave us until we stopped crying. If we wanted ice cream, she would hesitate first before buying ice cream because ice cream is unhealthy for kids. But she would eventually, if I was persistent, she would give it to me. I just remember that my mum knew everything that I liked and knew everything that she made my childhood happy, made it great, made it joyful. So I go to the Chinese church in London. I go to WC Hammersmith branch, represent, and my mum has been going to CSIL ever since she moved to this country from Hong Kong. Yeah, she was the only Christian in our family. I think she found Christianity, found God at a quite young age because in her family they all attended the Christian school in Hong Kong, and I strengthened when she came to the UK and found the Chinese church and found like her sense of family, her sense of belonging there as well. Even so, my mum was the one who took all of us to church, and I've been going to church ever since I was born because of that. So I grew up in Sunday school, and I've got a lot of friends from Sunday school that I grew up with and I still know. And so this one, our main family photo. We always hang up on the wall, and I can always, it's me. As the youngest kid. I don't reckon. I thought. And there's so many times I look at that. I keep asking my mum like, "Oh, is that actually me?" And she says, "No, we took you from the zoo. Like it's actually a monkey." She always made that joke. She was diagnosed with cancer, and it was terminal, and so that happened when I was really young. That happened when I was in the summer of my last year at primary school, so in year 6, and I remember her sitting me and Alfred down and the whole family down in my bedroom and telling us and breaking the news to us, and that was actually in the summer of year 6, so just before I was going to secondary school, and then 6 months down the line, and the first term of secondary school was when she passed away. Even that moment, it's the time that I really want to remember most. It happened so quickly. It happened all in 6 months from finding out that she had cancer and it was stage 4 and was terminal, to then her passing away. But I think that's back in that moment when our family had lost Mum. I completely lost sight of God because I thought, God had abandoned us. God has taken away such a big part of my life, big part of my family, big part of my home. But then, in that time and the time afterwards as well, the church responded with nothing but love. The best prime example of that, or the best example of that I remember is, well, after my mum passed away, I used to just always hide myself in my room. I get stuck into games or anything that I could sort of ignore reality with, watching YouTube, procrastinating as to do, and I'll just come downstairs maybe to grab a snack or something, grab some seaweed. That's my favourite snack. But then when I come back down to grab a snack, I just remember just bumping into a lot of auntie and uncle, and just thinking, oh, hello auntie and uncle. I just thinking what they're doing there, and it only took me the next month to realise that they'd driven all the way from London to our house just to look after me and Alfred when we were at work. When my dad was at work, to cook us meals, to make sure that we were okay, to make sure that we were doing fine, I guess. And that hit me quite hard when I realised that. I had just graduated from what we call Sunday school to the big boy group. It's what we call TJs, Team Jesus, going to that was it's pretty fun. That's actually one of the biggest stages of my church life, I guess. Because there I met a lot of my church friends, my church who I call brothers and sisters now, that are still friends now. My friends for life. I met a lot of my friends for life. And year 7, going to see this youth group there. But obviously they didn't know about my mum, and I didn't want to sort of tell them because I didn't want to be treated differently. I didn't want to be I didn't want them to look down on me or feel like I didn't want this sense of being different, that I had something wrong about my family. But even then, without them knowing about my mum or anything, they were always just such good friends, and I really felt a sense of belonging, in that youth group, in Team Jesus. Very. So back then, home was that little remote place in Reading, just the 4 of us. Home was that, my biological family, the ones that I lived with, the one that cared about me, that I cared about them. But for me, home is so much more than that as well. Home, I've moved to many physical homes. I've lived in Fish House and now live in London by myself. But really, home to me is not just my biological family, but also this new church family that I found, this family in Christ. Home is not just me and God, it's me, God, and the whole of the church, and my brothers and sisters in youth group, all my friends in my year, that's, and home is us as well, people at PHAT camp, people, the leaders, the youth group, the youths, everybody, we're all part of one big family in Christ. And if we can make anyone, someone who's just not quite, doesn't feel like God quite yet, feel at home in that family of Christ, then that's just one step got closer to having a new brother, having a new sister. So, that's something that I really, my one big hope for the next generation, I guess,